they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Go, get out there.
Now Prescott. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Wentz. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kerryon Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 24, Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Prescott. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now running right through it. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. He returns the kickoff an even 90 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Let's find 7.
To throw is Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run with Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check safety. 47. 54.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, they're a little bit rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Wentz. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now it's Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's got Lockett. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Here we go.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Our 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 35 on second down, Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's Williams on the catch. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards the pickup there. Wentz now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. He's going deep for Brown, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
This pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st down, Wentz. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, for Tokyo!
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wentz. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
You got tight right there. Solid.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing his Wentz. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott off play action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's go. 5-7.
Now Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 27 yards there, a first down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you.
Wentz now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Diggs has it. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looked like he can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. John Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That second down play nets a -4.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive lineman out for steaks afterwards, don't they?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Check. Hey, kill. 47.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the 49er hands team does its job. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, not the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go. Ready? 6-5-7.
5-36. Wins to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180. No gain on this defense. No.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Man, 5-7. Protein spill. Sunday.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense.